Hello everyone, welcome back. So from this lecture, now we are focusing on the OOPS concepts here. What is object-oriented programming? You see here what is object-oriented programming, and then we have a definition for it. Object-oriented programming in TypeScript is a programming approach where we create code using classes and objects. Here TypeScript support OOPS features like encapsulations, inheritance, polymorphism, and abstraction to build clean, reusable, and scalable applications. So then here you know already about OOPS in the C++ like JavaScript also. Here a class is a blueprint or template used to create the object. Okay, think of it like car. Here class car designed in object actual cars like that. So here next thing here, what is a constructor? This one. Okay, a constructor is a special method inside a class that runs automatically when an object is created. Okay, this constructor here, it is also method. Okay, automatically here that runs automatically when object is created. It is mainly used to initialize the values, set default data to the variable, then prepare the objects. Now here we have the basic code for it. This one, like you have to use your class keyword, then your class name, and then inside objects here, this is your curly braces, and here, okay, inside it you have to define first properties and its type, then constructor, its value type, and then you have to use this value using this start properties method. You see here, property means what? This property. Here inside constructor you will write this keyword. Okay, first inside a constructor you have to write this dot, then this properties. Okay, whatever you have a property like name, email, phone. Okay, then that property you will write it here like this dot name, this dot email, then this dot phone, and then the value you write it from here. That you value got it here from here constructor parameter. Then you have to value assign in this dot property. Got it? I mean here this variable that you define, you have to access here using this dot property, and then the value you got it from the parameters from the objects. Okay, that when you define this object here, here this class name, you got the value from there as a parameter, then you have to use it here. Okay, so it is a very simple. Here why do we use classes? Okay, I think now this is time to check the basic example for it. So let's open the VS Code and check it. So write create new files, that is oops dot ts. Okay, then here write the basic syntax that I have already explained. Here basic syntax, this one class name, and then inside here property, and then type, it is equal to write constructor, and then inside it you will receive the parameters. This one here, that is a value, and then your value type. Okay, that you got it here. Then you have to access type properties, and then it is equal to, make sure that here it is equal. Okay, this is equal that value here you got it from that object, and then assign this variable. I mean here that you will assign or write anything, so you have to access using this dot properties. So here this is now we have the example for you like car class. So here you have to write what class car, then inside it here's brand, this one brand, that is strings, and then model, that is the strings. So why we got in the here has no initializer and did not indefinitely assign in the constructor. Okay, I know that. Okay, this is telling me inside the constructor here it is constructors, then inside it here you have to assign the values for this model and this brand. So here you have to access this dot brand, it is equal to here you got net values for the brand from the object. It is a brand and you define its type, you know already. Every variable you define its type, models, and that is strings. And then you have this dot brand, we have this brand use here, and then this dot model here, this. Okay, here I want to explain one thing, you know. So here you see here, this dot brand means this brand I'm talking about here. Brand means this brand here inside the car here, and this brand here you got as a parameter from the object. I mean this brand you have to assign in this brand. Okay, brand variable. Similarly for the model, so here this model you have to assign model, this dot model means this models here, this models variables. Got it? And then inside it you also define functions, so that you call it here start engine. Okay, then inside it you write this is console.logs. Okay, here backtick you have to here use this one, this start brand and this start model engine is starting. Okay, I mean this dot brand means this, I'm talking about this brand because you know in this brand we have assigned these values here, this one, so that's why you have to access using this start brand. Okay, then this dot models, and then here you have to create the objects for it. Const car 1 is equal to new car. New car means this here, this class name car. Then inside it here pass the values like Tesla, and then here model S. Got it? So you see what happened here. Here inside car, here in the class you have passed as your argument. So these values, this Tesla and model you got inside constructor. This is here. This Tesla here, it is a brand. You got it here in this one brand, and then this models as you got it here, this model name, and that here this Tesla you have to assign here this dot brand means this variable here. Okay, and similarly for model dot test you got it here as model as a parameter. I mean here now this models here, you know, here model we are in this way. Okay, correct. And in this parameters here model, I mean model S, then you have to assign that model S in this variable, this dot model. So this dot model means this one here, this variables. Correct? Now so console.logs here carbon dot, it is a brand. Okay, so carbon dot brand means you have to access what object here car1 here, you know, and this is your brand you have to access, and then models. So let me just execute these files. Here I'm going to execute here new terminals, this okay, let's permit to comment, and then here tsc, and then here your file name, it is a node, it is a .js files. Okay, something going wrong, but why cannot find module C? Why? Here we have this Okay, spelling mistake, guys. You see. So here, okay, let me test clears. Then your file name. This is here mistakes that I made. This is hoop, not this file, and you will see the Tesla. Got it? So in this brand here, now we have assigned this Tesla, and you know how. Then here console.log. Similarly for the models, it is a model. So let me TSC, and then again you have to execute your files, and you will see here model is got it. Now here you have to execute your functions. Here method is start engine. Okay, it is also simple. You have to just call as a simple function. You have to access your car variable car1 dot start engine, and then you have to call this. Okay, this is TSC, and then your file name, and you will see the Tesla Model S engine is starting. Got it? I hope you got now the ideas here. Okay, let me again explain. Okay, because this lecture it is all about just class. So here creating a class, how you can create it here using this class keyword, and then this is here class name. Here we created class car. Then adding the properties here. This is a string. I mean here brand and model. It is properties here. These are variable inside the classes. They store the car brand and car model. Okay, so inside the classes we have these two variables, brand and models, and then we have to use the constructors. This is a constructor here. The constructor received value when the object, and you see here this is a constructor. Okay, the constructor receive value when the object is created. Object is created means this one here. This is object. Okay, new car Tesla object. When it is created, then automatically you got a value here. Got it here, and then you have to use this here, this net brand, and then the brand here. Okay, this refer to the current object, means this is here, this is the current object here, refer to that. Here store meaning here store incoming value into the object properties. Got it? Here store incoming values. Incoming value means this is Tesla Model S, that is the incoming value in the constructors here, brand and models, and that is storing the properties, this one here, brand and model. Okay, then we have to creating the method, that is a start engines. Here method are function inside classes. Okay, this is a function, you can say it, and then creating the object. This is here, this line you can say here it is a object creations, this one. Okay, then you will see the output. Here this is car.1.brand, this property is here brand, then car.model means this is here models, and then you have to call the function here car1.start engine means this is here, as much as simple. Okay, now we have another example for you also. So let me close everything. This one. So let here create a class. It is a student, then inside here name, this is the properties, it is a strings, then course, it is strings, then age, it is equal to number. Okay, and then we will write to the constructor, and then inside it here name strings, and then course strings, and then here strings, I mean here age, numbers, name, course, then age. Then inside here same thing you have to do, this dot name is equal to name, you have to assign, then this dot course is equal to course, this is here, then similarly for the age, this dot age is equal to age. Got it? Here it is a constructor, then you have to define the methods. Student info, it is similar like that above. Here student info, okay. Then here you write console.log, then write here student name, and then this dot name, okay. Then you will write console dot log course, and then this dot course, and then age here, okay. Similar like that above. Here name, then course, then age, then here student name, course, age, and then now this is time to create object here student one, and then check it to the info. It is const student one, it is equal to then class name, here student, side pass the name, that is Rahul, and then course, not like that, okay. You do not go outside it. Here it is a MCA, and then age 21. Got it. Then here student one dot student info, you have to execute. Let's execute net files. So this is very simple. I'm calling this function here student.info, and what the files. So here cls, and then tsc, and then results.js file, and then you say student name Rahul, MCA, and 21. Here constructor initialize data. This one here constructor initialize data in the properties name, course, age, okay. When object is created, Rahul name, computer science course, and then age 21, okay. Method display the information here. This is student info, this console.log, just you see student one dot student info, okay. So why do we use classes? Classes help organize code, reduce the logic, and reduce duplicate code, make large projects easier, okay. So it is all about your constructor, how to define and access. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like, subscribe, share. For more TypeScript tutorials and real world programming content,